What's good, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I am not doing an Amazon video. I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about my top 5 favorite artists. This includes bands and just musicians in general of all time. So this is not my top 5 artists right now because that list would be completely different. Just a little spoiler for somebody who's not on the list, I would include like someone like Billie Eilish on my top 5 artists right now. But I'll save that video for maybe something like in a couple weeks or in a couple months. Let me know if you do enjoy this video and if you would like to see something like this again. But for now, I am going to be talking about my top 5 favorite artists of all time. In my entire life, I've lived a 23-year-old life, and let's just get started off. So I'm going to go in order from my least favorite. Well, they're still my favorite because they're my top 5, but my least favorite, and then my all the way to number 1. So number 5, this is the one that just barely makes the list, but is still one of my favorite artists of all time. This one is actually a band. In this list, I have some rock and I have mostly hip hop, but there's rock in there as well. And in this list, at number 5, I'll put 3 Days Grace. 3 Days Grace was what I listened to all throughout my childhood. Honestly, you guys probably, even if you don't listen to rock, you've probably heard a 3 Days Grace song before. Very, very popular songs. They have like Animal, I Have Become, they have Riot, they have Pain, they have all types of good songs like that. And in my childhood, I was jamming 3 Days Grace every single day. If you saw my little iPod Nano, I think is what it was called, or iPod Shuffle, I think it might have been called the iPod Shuffle. I think those are both two different things, but the iPod Shuffle specifically I had so much 3 Days Grace on there, along with like some T.I., Rihanna, songs like that, but definitely 3 Days Grace was on there for sure. And 3 Days Grace is just definitely one of my favorite bands of all time. I love them. I think Triple X is like one of my favorite albums by then. I think that's what it's called. Let me look that up real quick just so I'm not wrong, but let me make sure that is right. 1X is the correct album name, so I've already butchered it, but 3 Days Grace definitely at number 5. Let me know down in the comments below if you listen to 3 Days Grace. I'd imagine there's probably a lot of people out there who listen to them. It is a pretty popular band. I don't know who like how many people listen to them nowadays. I personally don't listen to 3 Days Grace anymore. I haven't listened to their music since maybe like 2014, 2015, but they're still definitely on my top 5 favorite artists. And at number 4, this one might be a little bit controversial, but I don't care because he is my favorite. He changed my life, and it is a solo artist. It is a hip hop artist, and that is XXXTentacion. X is definitely one of my favorite artists of all time. Honestly, he might be up there at number 3 or 2. I just kind of put him at number 4. But I think looking back on it now, I made this list last night, and I think looking back at it right now, I might put him at number 2 or 3. But for now, for the sake of the video, we'll keep him in at number 4. X changed my life, man. When I was going through some really tough times in high school and just going through a different like changing period in high school, his music was always there for me. I loved X so much, and yeah, I mean, just rest in peace. The day that I found out he died back in 2018 just broke my heart. Just absolutely broke my heart. I used to love X so much, and even to this day, I still listen to his music almost every single day. You'll catch me listening to at least one of his songs every single day. Lately, it's been Infinity featuring Joey Badass on the Question Mark album, but just you can catch me listening to most of his music, even his SoundCloud music. That's where I originally found him from. Before he had ever released a studio album, I was listening to all of his SoundCloud stuff. I fell in love with him really early on before he kind of like really blew up. And man, he's changed my life. I love him so much. If you love X as well, let me know down in the comments below. I know a lot of people don't like him, and there's of course a lot of controversy about him, but I literally don't care. He's definitely one of my favorite artists of all time. I love X, and I'm so thankful for his music and thankful for the way he changed my life and all the positive impact he brought to my life. So rest in peace to X, and thank you for everything. And yeah, with number 3, we're gonna get onto a metal band, or I think this is considered metal. I always kind of mix it up. Maybe this is considered heavy metal, but Killswitch Engage. I don't think that anybody's going to know this band. There might be like 1 or 2 people out there who know them, but they're definitely one of my favorite bands of all time. My Curse is probably like my top 3 favorite songs of all time. Like I'd probably put that at number 3. I love My Curse so much by Killswitch Engage. If you haven't listened to that song, go ahead and listen to it right now. It's really amazing. That was one of my very first like favorite songs. That was one of the first songs that I really fell in love with, and I was like, damn, I really love this song a lot. And I remember being introduced to them as I was a kid, and even to today, I still listen to their music. I listen to mostly their old stuff ever since the lead singer left. I haven't really listened to them much ever since then, but their music is still super amazing. You know, This Fire, My Curse, Eye of the Storm, all types of songs like that. I love those so much, and this really like shows kind of like my versatility that I have and my diverse taste in music, because we went from a regular rock band to a hip hop artist, and then now to a heavy metal artist. And yeah, I love Killswitch Engage. I haven't seen them in person yet. To be fair, I haven't seen X or 3 Days Grace in person either, and I probably won't see any of these bands, unfortunately, unless Killswitch Engage does come to Houston at some point. Maybe I'll go see them, but I don't know a lot of their new music, so I think that's kind of what's stopping me. But all their old music from like 2006 up until like 2012, I was listening to Killswitch Engage so much, and that's why I put them here at number 3. They changed my life. I love their music so much, and they're definitely one of my favorite bands. Though they actually no, Killswitch Engage probably is my favorite band of all time. But yeah, then we'll get on to number 2. Man, number 2. I love number 2 so much. It's a hip hop artist. Go ahead and throw your guesses in right now if you want to. It's Tyler the Creator. I love Tyler the Creator so much. I don't listen to his new music as much as I listen to his old music. Like for me, Bastard, Goblin, and Wolf, those 3 albums, favorite albums of all time, favorite series of albums of all time, because they all followed a storyline. He made his music to where it all follows a storyline, and it's all like you have to listen to one to listen to the other. And gosh damn, do I love those 3 pieces of music so much. Shout out to Tyler the Creator. Definitely one of my favorite artists of all time, and I really appreciate him. His music definitely helped me out through some tough times in middle school and high school. I was really one of those kids who was sitting there screaming Radicals at the top of my lungs when I was in middle school. This dude really changed my life, and I'm so thankful for all the positive impact he's had on me. It's also one of those things where I don't really listen to him much anymore. I actually just got back into listening to him recently. Like his newest album, Call Me If You Get Lost, I believe is what it's called. I love that album. I've been listening to Igor a little bit, or Igor, however you say it. Flower Boy, I haven't listened to that much. I'm kind of just catching up because I stopped listening to him after Cherry Bomb. I was like, I don't really like Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb was like for me, Cherry Bomb was like the most disappointing album of all time. And it's crazy because even though he can release an album to me that's not good like that, I still love him for everything that I went through with his first 3 albums, and his new music is still great as well. Like Earthquake, you can't deny that Earthquake is such a great song. I really love Earthquake so much. So shouts out to Tyler the Creator. He's finally getting all the recognition he deserves. I love all his original stuff, and even his newer stuff is great as well. So I'm super thankful for him, and he's definitely at number 2. At number 1, I know, I'm sorry, this is going to disappoint everybody because nobody's going to know who they are. If there is literally anyone, like I mean anyone in the comments who knows who actually listens to these people, it is a group. It's not a band, but it is a group. If there's anyone in the comments who listens to them, please let me know and comment down below. If you're watching this video, comment down below, because I don't think there's anyone else that's a fan of these people. People are going to be disappointed. They waited all the way till number 1 just to not even know who this artist is. But if you don't know who they are, please go check them out. I would highly recommend them. Flatbush Zombies. Flatbush Zombies, easily all-time favorite. It goes from Tyler the Creator right here to Flatbush Zombies way up here. Flatbush Zombies is far and beyond my favorite artist of all time. It doesn't even come close. Oh my, I love Flatbush Zombies. I've seen them in concert a couple of times, maybe like 2 or 3 times. I think I've seen them 2 times in concert here in Houston. I love Flatbush Zombies so much. Favorite artist of all time. Their music is just amazing. Better Off Dead is my favorite album by them. It's not an album, it's a mixtape, but that's my favorite mixtape by them. I love them so much. I love Better Off Dead so much. And Flatbush Zombies is one of those artists where I like a large majority of their music. I also feel that way with like Billie Eilish as well. I like a majority of her music, but Flatbush Zombies is one of those people who is just, to me, they've never missed. I have loved Better Off Dead, even Scosa or Drugs back then. Drugs back then was fire as well. So Drugs, Better Off Dead, 3001: A Laced Odyssey, Vacation in Hell, Afterlife, like all these pieces of music are just so beautiful, and I love them so much. Flatbush Zombies' favorite artist of all time. If I had to choose a favorite song by Flatbush Zombies, it might be Death. And if you don't know who Flatbush Zombies is and you need like a recommendation of a song to listen to, you really have to be like really in love with the hip hop genre in general to like their music. But you should go check out Death by Flatbush Zombies. It's a really great song. They have a music video for it that came out back in like 2012 or 2013. Go check out Death. If I were to recommend something to someone, I would definitely say just go check out Death that is like where they're just spitting bars, and it's just a really good song overall. The beat is nice, and overall the music is amazing. MRAZ or Palm Trees is a great one as well. If you're trying to, that's old Flatbush though, and you won't even find that on Apple Music or Spotify. You'll find that on SoundCloud or YouTube. But if you're looking for something that you can listen to on Spotify, it's kind of hard. I would say Bounce is a good one. Bounce on their 3001 A Laced Odyssey album, but that might not be for everyone. I'm actually going to go on my computer right now and see if I can find any. I'm going to look at their albums and see which one I could recommend. So I'm going to go to Flatbush Zombies, and I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. So I'm going to give a couple recommendations because I would really like to put these guys up there more. They've been at it for a while, but Bounce is definitely, like I said, Bounce is one of those ones where I would really recommend. I think it's actually their most played. Yeah, it's their most played on Spotify with 61 million. So Bounce for sure. If you're looking for something like really, really grimy and just like almost violent, kind of, not violent necessarily, but you're looking for something way out there, go for Ascension. That is also on the 3001 A Laced Odyssey album. And if you're looking for something really, really chill, you just want to maybe like smoke something and just relax for a little bit and just sit there on the couch, listen to Smoke Break. That is a really, really great song. I love Smoke Break a lot. So that one too. And then I'm going to go to their newest album. So with their newest album, if you're looking for really, really good hip-hop, just bars in general, Headstone is definitely one of them. Their newest album is called Vacation in Hell. You can look that up on Spotify. Hell O is definitely, that's my favorite song on the album. Hell O, listen to that one if you haven't already as well. But Headstone is definitely one of the greatest ones on there for sure. The album is fire in general, but Flatbush Zombies isn't for everyone. That's the reason that they're more underground than not, but definitely go check them out if you haven't already. I love them so much. Favorite artists of all time. I can go on and on for years about how much I love them, but I'm not going to go too into detail on it anymore. I'm going to end this video there, guys. Let me know what your top 5 artists are down below. This is of all time. I'm going to be making a video of my top 5 artists right now because that list is completely different from this list. Like, just looking at it right now, I would take off like at least 3 or 4 of the artists, and the list would look completely different. Some of them would stay, but the list will definitely look completely different. So I'm going to be doing that in the future, maybe in a couple weeks or in a couple months. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to end this there, guys. Thank you so much for watching this one. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. If you haven't already become a super supporter or a supporter in general to the channel, go ahead and press that join button next to my name, and you can see more details down right below next to the subscribe button. Subscribe if you haven't already as well, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I love you all. Peace.